Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am back. I took yesterday off because I was so exhausted. My husband pulled a muscle in his back on Sunday night, and I got woken up at like 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had to do a hot water bottle. I had to take care of him. I had to do all that stuff, and then I woke up the following morning and I was absolutely a zombie. So. I did do a meditation yesterday. I said there was no meditation, but there was no meditation video. So what I did was I decided to took part in another live stream by Tarot Stash, and his name's Gerald, and he's really good. And and they were talking about the words, like picking the word for the year. And my word was hope. And the word hope kept flashing through my mind and everything. And I would see it when I'm out and about walking and stuff like that. I would see this word filtering into my consciousness, whether it be by my own recognition or by seeing something or what have you. So I would see this word and it would just kind of filter in, and I would be like, oh, wow, this word is like really cool and everything. And I really like it and all that. And because I'm in Germany, the word in German is Hoffnung, and although I don't see that on placards or whatever around in town, that word was, it was just something that kept coming to me, and I would see it in YouTube videos, and I would see it in different places and what have you. And the one place where it really captured my imagination was a magician on Britain's Got Talent who actually focused in on that word hope. And so when he was talking about this yesterday, this was the word that came to my consciousness. So I did a little bit of writing on that. And so that was day number 9. So so I'm going to go ahead and read the day number 9. And I'm going to pull some cards because I want to pull a few cards today. And I feel drawn to do that. And no pun intended. um, and I thought I would just go ahead and read what I wrote down, and then I would go into number 10, which is today's, which is January 20th, and what kind of motivated me to do that. So first I'm just going to read about hope, and I'm going to read you what I wrote last night, and then I'll pull the cards, and then I may actually stop the video and then do a second video and just post both of them today. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. If it goes too long, then I'll do 2. If it doesn't, then I'll just do this one, and then that'll be it. Okay? So here we go. Today, so this is from yesterday. This is I wrote yesterday. It's day number 9, and it was January 19th when I wrote this. And I said, I'm thinking today about the word hope. Does it seem too negative to think about it? Somehow it feels like an aspiration and a goal as opposed to an affirmation. And Sunshine says, hope is not something that is a goal, it is a feeling that you have for the future. Sometimes it is more significant to have this than to focus on other words. It is also a sign of faith, and as a feeling that implies that things will get better. When you decide to focus on an idea that gives you an extra spring in your step, that makes you feel something, and it is significant. We all keep this short. We will keep this short because you are tired. But listen to your heart and how centered you are in relation to it. In other words, to the word. Don't allow yourself to hide away as you consider the future. Hope will give you an opportunity to see the best in the world. Go forward and hold tightly to the words that hold meaning to you. And I said, it seems short, but I appreciate you taking the talking to me. I will include this in tomorrow's video. To do that, get some rest, find your center, and know that there is no wrong way to do this. You have been feeling a bit obligated to, and now you feel it, you sense it, or what have you. I said, yes, I do. Thank you. I love you all so much. Your words help. So words, again, the words. So the word hope was pretty much dominant in the whole dialogue yesterday. As I said, it was short, short and sweet, we could say. And I today I did a little bit longer, and I wrote a little bit more, and I was writing about the notion of betrayal and the idea of that goes along with that. So what I wanted to pull cards on, and I wanted to do this because I feel kind of drawn to doing that before, between the two reads on this. And so I'm hoping that this will actually help me to better understand why it is that I feel the way I felt and why I'm still feeling the way I feel about everything that's going on. Um, as you probably know, maybe you don't, I don't know if you follow news and current events. Yesterday I um, took the day off and I was kind of recouping and, recharging my batteries, if you will, and stuff like that. But I kept thinking about what happened with the former lawyer of the Big Fat Orange Problem, who I will not name because it's not worth naming him. But how he betrayed all of us. He betrayed all of the people who put their faith and trust and belief in him. And what I noticed was that I was looking at his YouTube channel, and yesterday afternoon, when I first looked at it, he had 533,000 followers, which is pretty impressive. It's a pretty good sized 500,000 people following him on YouTube. And a few hours later, I went and I looked at I didn't look at his stats, but I looked at how many people subscribed to the channel. I was just looking, I just did a search and found out 521,000. So he went down after some news broke about him. He went down about 1,100 or over 1,000. He went down. Well, it was 533,000, and he was down to 521,000. So there's 10,000 subscribers gone. And here I was moaning and groaning about two people leaving. Kind of small pickings when you consider 500 and something thousand people following a certain channel. But that I digress. But anyway, so I went back and I looked at the station, or I looked at the channel, and I noticed that he had 521,000. And I was like, well, still pretty impressive. I mean, that's a pretty good number. But when you consider that he had lost 11,000 people because of all of this, then you can see that the betrayal that the people are feeling is real. That this is a very real feeling that people are having with regards to this person. And this last night, before I went to bed, I checked it again, and it said 517,000. So in about 4 hours' time, he lost 4,000 subscribers to his channel. Not very good. Usually they go up, down a little bit, but this was very, very profound. I mean, this was a very, very profound jump from 533,000 down to 517,000. This morning I looked at it, it was 514,000. So again, people are leaving. And they're leaving his channel because of that betrayal, of that sense of betrayal that they are feeling with regards to him. So I'm going to ask the yes and no cards. I got my yes and no cards here. I'm going to ask, will the numbers go down even further? Will the numbers go down further on his channel? I said no. Okay. So that's probably where it's going to pretty much stick. There's going to be a lot of people that are still going to support him, regardless of what news came out from the other person. So there is that sense that his channel may not be affected by this any further than it already has. But let's just ask, will this channel still be on YouTube in a year's time? Will the channel be on YouTube in a year's time? Will it be on? Yes, it will. He'll still be on. He'll still be on YouTube. So, but now that he is no longer affiliated, with the super big 6 million, almost 6 million subscriber channel, will this have an impact on his stats? Will his no longer being connected to, oh, I'll just say it, Midas touch. Will his no longer being connected to Midas touch have an impact on his viewer numbers? Yeah. Okay. So people who are there are going to be there. People who aren't. Okay. So um, every single card that I pulled seemed opposite to what I was thinking, which goes to show that maybe my yes and no cards are like needing some exercise, or my brain just doesn't function right. So, but that's what I'm kind of getting. That's the feeling that I'm kind of getting. So what I'm going to do is I have my Gilded Tarot Royale, my new deck that I just bought, or not I just bought, I just got for Christmas couple last month. And I'm going to pull cards on this person and just see what they have to say. What is going on. Because I think that what's happening is it has a very profound spiritual impact on a lot of people, because um it is about the this idea of trust and betrayal. And these are two things that really kind of interchange with each other, because trust is about believing in somebody or putting your faith in that person. And betrayal is when they turn against everything that you believed about them and they go somewhere else. I mean, that's just the basic, without getting too, bogged down with the vocabulary here. And having discussed hope earlier, hope is about looking at a person or looking at a situation saying, I hope this will turn out for the best. And what is it? I hope that this person would not turn out to be a traitor. I hope this person will turn out to be a decent human being. So, I mean, it's like a lot of times the words that we use have an impact, whether we acknowledge it or not, that this is what's going on. So let me pull some cards on him. And since we're pulling on him specifically, I have to use his name, Michael Cohen. So, Will, what does the future look like for Michael Cohen? Okay, somebody else actually pulled cards on him, but I'm going to see for myself what I get. So, what does the future look like for Michael Cohen? And I have to really keep my emotions out of it. So, please, Spirit, keep my emotions out of it. Let me just read the cards as they come. Thank you. Good. Okay. And what I get is the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups for me in this instance is about he's riding high at the moment, or just before all of this stuff kind of culminated, he's riding high. He has a lot of subscribers. He has a lot of people following him. He has a lot of success in that instance. He's got this book. He actually had two books, but he has the books and he has all of these things. So this is like his success. This is where he is in terms of, his life. He's on top of things, or at least he was. And it's crossed by, I have to cover this a little bit so I don't get flagged, the Star card. This is like the light that's coming forward. This is the burst of light that is coming forward about him. And that things are not always what they seem when it comes to this person. He is, he is a celebrity in that sense. As far as the YouTube world is concerned, he is a celebrity. He's considered a celebrity. And yet in the Star, it's that light that's going to be bursting forth, that's going to come into his current reality, and it's going to say, well, he may be riding high, and he may be, really on top of the world, but now we've got this burst of light coming forward, and what that means and how that is going to impact everybody. So, what you've got is you've got a person who seems to be on top of the world, but there's that little pinpoint of truth that's going to emerge about them, and that is going to have an impact on what eventually happens with him. In the immediate past, we have the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords is about, or underlying energy is the Two of Swords, sorry. That's the immediate past is the next card. This is the underlying energy, and that is the Two of Swords. That is the choice. So he has a choice to make. Is he going to tell the truth about what happened and accept the consequences of that truth, or is he going to lie and obfuscate? Now, it's looking to me like he's chosen the latter, to lie and obfuscate what's going on and what's happened. But this is what he's contending with. He's contending with that underlying energy is that choice that he has. I'm going to put it down here so it doesn't slide off my lap. But this is the obfuscation. This is the saying, okay, we're going to make a choice about something and we're going to obfuscate it. Looking at the time here, it looks like I'm going to be doing 2 videos today. But okay. But at any rate, so this is the choice that he has to make with regards to what is going on. And what I see going on is that he has to choose between 2 options, and both of them have a consequence kind of underlying it. In the immediate past, we have the Queen of Swords. What I see with this is Letitia James. This is the immediate person that flashed through my mind. When I saw the Queen of Swords, I saw Letitia James. Now, keep in mind that he said that she coerced him. I call BS. I call absolute, unadulterated BS. She was doing her job. She is a prosecutor. She's a district attorney. I think she's a DA of New York City, or of New York. But she is doing her bloody job. And she is smart as a whip, and she knows when people are BSing her. And this is the kind of person he had to deal with somebody who was strong, absolutely firm in her convictions and her ideas and in what she believed was right and justified. The overarching energy is Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. This is what he's kind of, this is where the rubber meets the road, basically. This is the energy that's going on around him right now. He is in that place where he has to decide if he wants to continue kissing the golden sneaker, or if he wants to actually come clean with the people that put him where he is now. And neither of these options seem very good right now, but that is where he's at. In the immediate future, you have the Death card. Youch. I would not wish these cards on anybody. But the Death card is also the endings and beginnings. So something's coming to an end for him, and something new is going to be starting for him. Now, considering that he is dealing with a lot of blowback, I mean, I've read a lot of the comments on his videos, and the blowback has been brutal. It has been absolute, and it has been ruthless. And this is where he is heading. His mea culpa is turning into oh my, like George Takei's oh my, with the 3 Y's at the end. That is where he's heading. That's where he's heading. Internally, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And no, this I think it's externally first and then internally, but I'm going to say internally because that's what the guides are telling me, internally. He's got the Ace of Pentacles. This is a beginning. This is a new beginning. So he has a choice. He is making a choice here with regards to all this. Oh, the animals here are so pretty. Oh, such a beautiful card. Look at that. Beautiful card. I love the artwork. Ciro Marchetti's artwork is fabulous. But this is a new beginning. This is a new beginning. And when you have this, and then you have this, I think that kind of indicates that it's not really an ending of something, but it is a brand new beginning. So he's going to have a lot to answer for, and he's going to have a lot of questions that are going to be thrown his way. And how he answers and how he responds to them is going to have an impact on what happens to him eventually. Internally, you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, in this instance, I have to check my cheat sheet. I haven't pulled cards in so long. Can you believe that? Okay. Let me see. Okay, Knight of Wands. Yes, swift and confident. Okay, so whatever happens to him, whatever new beginnings come about to him, it's going to be it's going to be fast. It's going to be happening very, very quickly. So he's not just sitting there going ha 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 ha. This is like a swift thing. This is going to be happening in a very quick and rapid way. And I don't see it being very good for him in that sense, because I see it happening so fast, and I see people turning away from him so quickly that he's not going to know what to do. Hopes and fears, Three of Swords. I mean, like I said, I would wish these cards on anybody. Three of Swords is the betrayal. Whatever he does, he realizes, or he's going to realize very quickly, that he has betrayed the people who really cared for him. He's betrayed the Mycelis brothers. He's betrayed the people who subscribe to his channel. He's betrayed everybody. And this is what he is kind of dealing with. Final outcome, Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords, secrecy, analytical. He's trying to determine how he's going to proceed. He's really at that stage where he's like that little boy who's trying to figure out which way to go, or which way is going to be the less painful for him. But he has all of these underlying things going on around him, and then he's ending with someone who's considered not very mindful and not very, able to do it. The word that leapt out at me on these on my little cheat sheet was secretive. He's got something to hide, and he's going to try and hide it, and he's going to continue to try to conceal what it is he knows. And what's going to happen is that people are going to be coming out and they're going to be saying, we don't like this and we don't want this. So what will happen? I don't know. But I do not see it ending well for him. I do not see his channel doing all that well. I do not see his outcome being very good for him. He is at a crossroads right now where he has to decide what he's going to do. And it seems to me that he's going back to that old life and to the evil that he, the evil that he has participated in. Now, I am going to end this with this for now. And I'm going to start a new video, and I'm going to read today's meditation, because the meditation actually goes into this a little bit deeper. So it's really kind of interesting how the cards came up, and then what I got earlier when I did the meditation, when I wrote everything down. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will be back in a little bit, and we'll give you the lowdown on on today's meditation. So thank you very much for liking, sharing, watching. If this has served you well, or if this is interesting to you, please let me know in the comments. If not, then that's okay too. But I hope you have a great day, regardless. And as always, Namaste. I'll be back.